you. That's fair. That makes sense. Thank you. Alright, here we go. Proctor Rails versus Greenway at the hitting tournament. Gonna start off with Dunbar taking the draw here. He's flanked by Tallarico and Simonson. Nimmons and Kaderlich will start out on defense. Off of the face-off, they'll send it into the corner of the rails zone. Tallarico to the corner. Tallarico's going to draw a penalty right off the bat there. He got dumped pretty good in the corner there. So Rails will have a one-man advantage seconds into the first period here. There's a checking call there. Greenway will come away with that off of the face-off. Dunbar will pick it up, carried into the Proctor zone. And looking cross ice for Welty. Sorry, that's Nimmons. My bad. Simonson over to Dunbar. Dunbar backhand, that'll be covered up by the goaltender. Dunbar on the face-off here. Tallarico's going to pick it up. He gets a shot from top of the circle. Goaltender will deflect that up in the air with a little rebound. Nimmons gets a shot on that. It'll be covered up. We're going to start the pushing and shoving already. Nimmons gets a shot off the face-off there. That's deflected to the corner. Dunbar will get there, move it out to the middle where Tallarico gets a shot off. That's wide of the net. Dunbar behind the net. Got a whistle coming. I think the net might have popped off on one side. Nimmons will take the face-off here for Proctor. Move down to the corner. Greenway's going to move it around behind the net. And back the other direction. Greenway's going to get past the Rails defenders here. Dunbar tries to pick him up. Backhand, that's wide of the net. Dunbar will carry over the blue line. He's stripped of the puck and Greenway will send it back out of the zone. Tallarico's going to pick it up. Tallarico, not sure if that was intended for Dunbar or Radzak, but Dunbar gets a stick on it. We'll turn it over to Greenway. Greenway will send it down into the Proctor zone. Tallarico will send it back up along the boards. Greenway's going to come away with it. Olsen takes it off their stick. That'll be the end of the Greenway penalty, so back at 5-on-5 hockey. Olsen and Tallarico work there, send that down to the other end of the ice. Brzezinski picks that one up along the board, sends it back behind the net. Shot from Burke out front. We're going to have a whistle for a high sticking call. So we'll head back down to the Proctor zone. Dunbar on the face-off, sends it over to the corner. Olsen will pick it up, send it behind the net. Greenway's going to send that one back down to the corner. Olsen will get there first for Proctor. Olsen bodied off of that. Greenway's going to carry behind the net. Look to center out front. Loose puck out front. Dunbar flips it over. He's looking for Fish. Fish will pick it up and hit Dunbar. Dunbar off the boards around the defender. Greenway's going to strip that, however. Look to head back the other direction. Burke's going to pick it up. Burke up to Fish. Fish will hit Dunbar cross ice. Olsen picks that one up. Greenway's going to carry that over the blue line. They get a shot. Excellent save by Grabko. Deflects that over to the corner. They're going to hold it in, however. Clear Dunbar there. Centering pass out front. Picked up by Fish. Fish up to Dunbar. Dunbar will knock that one out of the zone. Greenway's going to pick it up in the neutral zone. Somehow Greenway still gets a shot off on that. That's saved by Grabko. Dunbar will pick it up and flip it out into the neutral zone where Greenway's waiting for it. Greenway will send that one behind the net. Picked up by Nimmons. Nimmons whiffs on the attempt to send up the boards. Makes contact a second time. Gets it up to Simonson. Simonson will stretch across to Tallarico. Tallarico flips it into the Greenway zone and chases. Rico's going to poke check that one away. Greenway's met center ice by Simonson. He knocks that over to Brzezinski. He gets a shot off wide of the net. Simonson will pick it up, send it back along the board. There's no rails in the zone. Rico gets there though and gets a stick on that. As does Simonson. It does clear the zone, however. Cadillac takes it to the corner, sends it up along the boards. It's going to be held in by Greenway. Icing is waved off here, so Greenway will take control in the corner. They'll send that behind the net. Same stretch pass, just the opposite direction. It's poked off of their stick by Burke. Burke will send it off the boards around Fish and into the zone. Dunbar picks it up at the bottom of the circle. Dunbar looking to hit up top. He's going to get past the rails defenders there. Burke will pick it up off of Grabko. Sends it up ice looking for Welty. Fish will pick it up center ice, drops it down to Dunbar. Dunbar carries to the corner. Dunbar up to Kadrlik. Greenway's going to intercept that one. We'll get a shot on net. That's deflected to the side by Grabko. Kadrlik gets there. He's going to hit Fish in the neutral zone. Fish looking to go cross ice to Welty. And that's broken up by Greenway and taken over. Same stretch pass here. Brzezinski's going to pick that up and send it in along the boards for an icing call. Over to Nimmons. Nimmons will dump to the corner. Radzak to the corner, moves it up to Dunbar. Dunbar gets a shot, deflects off a Greenway leg. So he's held in by Nimmons. Loose puck behind the net, picked up by Greenway. They're met by Radzak. He gets a stick on that one and knocks it down again. Brzezinski moves it up to Radzak. Radzak tries to send that cross ice. Brzezinski will pick it up, get a shot off. He hits traffic. Not right now. Olsen carries up through the neutral zone. He's going to carry down to the bottom of the circle. Gets a shot off, hits the side of the net. Greenway is going to pick up that loose puck. Talarico will take it off of their stick, however. Talarico over to Dunbar, up to Nimmons. Nimmons gets a shot, deflected away by the goaltender. Be held in here by Dunbar. Moves that across to Olsen. Olsen flips that one towards the net. Talarico will get there for the rebound. Flips it behind the net. Dunbar up to Olsen. That one gets out of the zone, however. Rails need to play keep away while they get back on sides. Dunbar down through the circle. Up front to Talarico for a goal. Dunbar to Talarico out front. Talarico's going to sink that one past the goaltender.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Say that one more time here. Oh no, sorry, it already played, so I gotta learn how to use the highlights more. Oh, there we are. Okay. I'll play it again when we get a break. Greenway picks it up right off of the face-off. They're gonna carry into the zone. We got a net off here. It's like the most awkward position to film from. Yeah, no, it's nice to have, for sure. Hopefully I'm not in your way. Greenway looks to center that. Welty's going to get a stick on that and carry it up out of the zone. Greenway will take it back and head back in. Push to the boards by Brzezinski, and Nimmons will chip it away. It's taken off of Brzezinski's stick. Nimmons follows it up, sends it out of the zone. Greenway will stretch. Just out of reach of their player. Kaderlik will pick it up. Kaderlik will cross that over to Burke. Burke looking cross ice for Fish. Gets a Greenway stick, but Fish able to send it at least down into the Greenway zone there. Greenway will chip that up and out. Nimmons will break that up. Or Burke, sorry, will break that up and head back the other direction. Burke loses control of the blue line. Followed up by Dunbar. He'll pick it up, carry through the circle. Dunbar gets a shot. Oh, with a rebound. Excellent shot by Fish off of that rebound. Right? Deflected by the goaltender. Another shot from Kaderlik out near the boards. That's deflected to the far corner. He'll be held in over there by Burke. Burke tries to send that one over across to Olsen. Gets ahead of him. Greenway is going to pick it up, but Olsen will get a stick on it, send it to the corner. Olsen sends it around to Burke behind the net. Burke tries to chip that off of the boards, and it deflects out front. They get a shot off from the side. It's going to deflect up and out of the zone. Fish will send that one down to the corner. Goaltender stops it right behind the net. Dunbars are there. Plural. Radzak steps in, takes it off the Greenway stick. Dunbar back over to Radzak. Radzak gets a shot on. No clue where the puck is. Loose puck out front. Brzezinski on the face-off there. He's looking to send it up to Kaderlik. It's going to be intercepted by Greenway. Nimmons in a foot race. He gets there first. He turns, whiffs on the shot up the boards. Makes contact, second attempt. Radzak follows it up, takes it off the Greenway stick. Greenway's going to turn and send it down along the boards again to Nimmons. Nimmons will stretch over to Kaderlik. Kaderlik looking to hit Brzezinski center ice. That's picked off by Greenway. They're going to move it side to side. They lose control over to the corner. Kaderlik will pick it up behind the net, up the boards to Radzak. Greenway will hold that in and send it back down low. Centering pass attempt broken up by Kaderlik. Greenway's going to knock it down. Radzak's going to have a block on that. Radzak with the breakaway. Radzak shot deflected to the side. Picked up by Greenway coming in behind him. Nimmons will send that one back up and into the Greenway zone. Greenway player loses an edge as he's moving it ahead to his player. Drop back pass broken up by Tallarico. Dunbar will pick it up, carry along the boards. Dunbar across ice to Olsen. Olsen has to change the direction there to pick that up. He's going to send that down the boards to Tallarico. Tallarico, a lot of pressure on him. Greenway's going to take it over. Olsen tries to hold it in. It bounces over his stick. Greenway's going to pick it up. They're on a breakaway here. It's up and over the net. Simonson will pick it up, carry up over the blue line through the neutral zone. Simonson carries in. He takes a shot from the top of the circle, wide of the net. Tallarico's going to pick that up and send it back down behind the net. Greenway will take control. They're going to head out of the zone. Burke able to get a stick on that. He still get a shot off to the side of Grabko. Burke will pick it up, move back up ice, flips it up to Tallarico. Tallarico trying to move around the defender. That's poked off of his stick. Greenway with the stretch. Kaderlik will pick that up, send that back out to the neutral zone. Greenway will circle around, head back into the zone. That shot wide of the net. It's going to hit Burke and knock it down along the boards. Greenway will pick it up. They'll move it up to the defender. Brzezinski pressures. Greenway gets a shot wide of the net there. Malty will pick it up, carry through the neutral zone. Greenway back to the corner. Kaderlik pressures. Kaderlik will take that off of their stick in the corner. Doesn't quite get that one up out of the zone. A lot of traffic there. Brzezinski will send that one off the boards up into the neutral zone. Greenway's going to pick it up there, center ice. Greenway loses control of the puck in the circle. Nimmons will chip that along the boards. Kaderlik to the corner. Kaderlik moves that over the boards to Fish. Fish hits Welty center ice. Welty is stripped. They're going to call Welty on a penalty here. I'm not quite sure what for. Maybe a hooking call or... Tripping? Didn't even fall. Okay. So they're going to call Welty on a tripping penalty there, even though nobody tripped. So that'll put Rails at a one-man disadvantage here. Just under 3 minutes left in the first period. I've never seen that before. Tripping when nobody falls. Must be some rule, I don't know. That's usually what it is. Dunbar has control center ice. He'll chip that along the boards. Greenway's going to circle, and I bet you they stretch. And a shot off, deflected by Grabko. Another shot with the rebound out front. Loose puck out front. Grabko has it. He's going to cover that one up. Got 2-minute penalties here, so minute 29 left in the penalty for the Rails. Tallarico will pick it up right off of the face-off. He's going to send that over along the boards. We'll have an icing call coming. Dunbar on the face-off there. Greenway will come away with it. Rico pressuring in the corner. Rico's able to get that out of the zone. Going to have a Greenway offsides call as they pick it up and head right back in. Brzezinski will take the face off here. Got Simonson, Olsen, and Burke with the rails at 4. Burke will send that one up out of the zone. It's gloved and dropped by Greenway. Try to move that back to their defender. That gets past him deep into the Greenway zone. They'll circle around and carry out. Burke sends that one along the boards out of the zone. Greenway will work to get back on sides. Burke will send that one right back up and out. 17 seconds left in the penalty here. Greenway takes a shot. That's wide of the net. Greenway will send that one back to the corner. Olsen behind the net, moves it over to Burke. Burke will send that one back up and out. Hits a odd spot in the boards, so that'll deflect and let Greenway hold it in. Rails are back at full strength, however. Walty back out of the box. He picks it up along the blue line, looking for Brzezinski. Hits his stick, turns it over to Greenway. Greenway shots with saves by Grabko there. Dunbar will sneak in and clear that rebound out. Dunbar on the face-off for Proctor. Greenway circles around. Dunbar will take it back off of their stick. Dunbar looks for the stretch. He's going to turn it over to Greenway. Oh, Greenway looks for the cross. Dunbar almost breaks that up. So that'll be the end of the first period. Don't have shots on goal for you. They're not tracking them on the clock here.
I don't know what we
Brzezinski on the face-off. He's sent into the Greenway zone. Brzezinski to the corner. Greenway will send that behind the net. Simonson's there. Simonson will come away with that, send that on net, knocked away by Greenway. Greenway player out front there. Simonson will come away from the boards with it. That's taken off of his stick, though, by Greenway. They'll turn it over to Talarico. Talarico cross ice to Simonson. Greenway picks that one up. They're going to get out on the backside of Nimmons here. Go for the wide shot there. Grab goal deflected. Shot by Greenway from under the blue line. Catterlick will deflect that in front of the net. Loose puck, center ice. Greenway's going to pick it up. Shot from Greenway out near the blue line. Grabko makes the first save with the little rebound out front. Greenway's going to get there and sink that. So they'll tie it up here. Brzezinski on the draw for Proctor. He's flanked by Fish and Dunbar. Olsen and Burke on defense. Burke trying to send that one up to Fish. That's intercepted by Greenway. They're going to come back in. They get a shot off. Looks like Grabko covered it up somewhere in between the pads there. That's Olsen will come away with that one. Greenway will glove and drop that in the neutral zone. Burke will knock that away. Brzezinski will pick it up, carry behind the net. He's going to send it all along the boards, looking for Welty. Greenway's going to hold that in. Taken off of Welty's stick. Brzezinski will pick it up again, moves it across ice here to Fish. Greenway's going to take that off of Fish's stick. Taken back by Dunbar. Dunbar will carry in. He's the only rail in the zone. Burke and Dunbar catch up to him there. Burke will move that over to Olsen. Olsen chips it down to Dunbar. He's able to evade the defender down there. Dunbar centering out to Radzak. Greenway's going to take that over, however. Greenway sends that cross in front of the net. Too far in front of their man to knock it down. They'll come back 2-on-1. Send that across out in front of the crease again. Can't connect. He's going to bounce off the walls. Radzak will pick it up. Radzak will have a 1-on-1. Radzak clears the defender. Dunbar follows in behind him, gets a shot off, but hits some traffic. Dunbar tries to pin against the wall. Greenway will snap it up and head back. We're going to dump that towards the net. That's wide of the net. Nimmons will pick it up in the corner. Rails are all grouped up there, 4 on top of each other. Nimmons will send that over behind the net. Greenway, Radzak's going to lose his stick trying to hold that in. Catterlick will pick it up, however. Chips that back up the boards out of the zone. Greenway working to get on sides. We'll have an offsides call there, I believe. Brzezinski taking the face off here for the rails. He's got Tallarico and Simonson on the wings. Kaderlich and Nimmons on defense. Brzezinski will pick it up off the face off, moves it up to Simonson. Simonson will send that along the boards down to the other corner. Tallarico gets there, overruns that. Brzezinski will pick it up. He'll get a shot that's intercepted out front. Stretch and stretch. They got a player undefended out front. Nimmons picks him up. Pass is just a bit off. Simonson moves up to Tallarico. Tallarico flips it towards the net, looks to try to chase his rebound in. He's bodied and unable to get past the defender there. So the Greenway goaltender will cover that up for a whistle. Dunbar's going to take the face off here. He's got Welty and Fish with Burke and Olsen on defense. Quick shot off of the face off by Welty. That's going to be covered up right away. Olsen will hold that one in, but his shot hits traffic. So Greenway will carry that out. They look to center in front of their player. Fish will get there. He sends it back towards the net behind the net. Dunbar will send it back up to Fish. Or Olsen, I'm sorry. Send it back up to Fish. Center ice. Welty tries to get a stick on it. Fish is going to take that off Greenway's stick. Carries to the corner where he's bodied off of the puck. Loses control. Greenway turns to send that back along the boards behind the net. It hits the boards and deflects off to the side of the net. Loose puck out front, but nobody can get a shot off on it. Welty's going to drop that one back. Olsen scraps, moves towards the net. Dunbar over to Fish. Oh, I'm off camera, sorry. That was a Fish goal off of a pass from Dunbar. Beautiful. I'm going to try to highlight it, but I did not get the camera on point. I'm sorry, Fish family. Get what you pay for. Fish was kind of right off to the goaltender's right, undefended there. So Dunbar moved it over to Fish. Fish sunk it. Give the Rails a 1-goal lead here. Icing waved off there. Grabko's going to deflect that to the corner. Centering attempt broken up by Kaderlich. Brzezinski will chip that along behind the net. Dunbar tries to clear it. Greenway's going to hold it in. They flip that back down. Get a shot off. Kaderlich's going to block it. They get another shot onto Grabko. Makes the save. Line change will bring out Dunbar, Tallarico, Simonson, Kaderlich, and Nimmons. Greenway tries to send that back down to the corner. Kaderlich will pick it up here in the near corner. Greenway player loses an edge and takes down Kaderlich on the way. Centering attempt, picked up by Dunbar. He's going to send that up to Tallarico. Nimmons will get there and send that out into the neutral zone. Greenway back out to the neutral zone. Nimmons will pick it up, moves it up to Dunbar. Dunbar will circle around. Up to Tallarico. Tallarico will send that along the boards. It'll go all the way behind the net to the near corner. Dunbar centering attempt, taken over by Greenway. Greenway will carry behind the net, flip it up and over the net. Simonson's going to pick it up. That's taken off of his stick before he can clear the zone. They're gonna circle around, get a shot from up near the top. Center mass for Grabko. He'll cover that up. Brzezinski takes the face off here, moves it over to the boards. Greenway will pick it up. They get a shot off, hit Fish, and deflect wide of the net. Olsen's there, chips it up to Welty. Welty able to clear. Welty and Fish, 2-on-1. Welty moves it up to Fish. Fish back to Welty. Welty buries that. Awesome play. I actually had the camera on it this time. Let's replay that one. Nice job, boys! Brzezinski draws for Proctor. Welty hustles to the corner. Greenway's going to stretch up the boards here. They overpass that. Burke will pick it up and send it out of play. Over there. It's a really weird angle to film from. Sorry. The face-off will be just outside of the Greenway zone here. Brzezinski on the face-off, moves over to Welty. Welty will dump to the corner. Centering attempt there by Welty is taken over by Greenway. They'll carry up to the neutral zone. Olsen will strip that. Welty picks it up. He goes across to Fish, almost intercepted. Fish will send that along the boards over to Olsen. Olsen will pick it up in the corner. Olsen over to Burke. Burke will send that. He's looking for Fish, who managed to get behind the defender. Fish bodied and boarded. Burke will send that on net to Brzezinski. Rails get a shot off. That's going to be covered up. Good pressure, boys! Dunbar on the face-off. Greenway comes away with it, but they're stripped by Radzak. Radzak up to Nimmons. Nimmons will get a shot wide of the traffic. Kadrlik will send that from the boards right on net. Dunbar's going to get a stick in there, and they don't like that. Now, they're not going to call a penalty. They're going to give a warning. Dunbar moves it back to Radzak. He'll move right up to Kadrlik. Kadrlik gets a shot under the blue line. That bounce just wide of the net. Dunbar's going to hold that in. Dunbar looks to center to Radzak. That's broken up by Greenway. Greenway is going to try to go through Nimmons, apparently. Block shot by Dunbar. Radzak gets there to try to clear that. He's knocked down. They get a shot off wide of the net. Kadrlik will pick it up, send it up the boards to Dunbar. Dunbar stretches to Greenway. Have a Greenway offsides call. They try to send it right back in. I'm not sure that was even intentional. Just hit a stick and went back that direction. So we'll have a face-off right outside of the Proctor zone here. Olsen stretches over to Simonson. Simonson will carry in. He gets a shot up near the blue line. Kick save with the deflection out front. Talarico just can't quite get a shot off on it. Tries to center that to Brzezinski. Greenway's going to pick it off and head back out of the zone. Greenway will send that to the corner and chase. Olsen takes that away in the corner. Olsen will stretch that over to Simonson. It's out of Simonson's reach, and Greenway's going to pick it up and send it back towards the net. Brzezinski has it center ice, moves it up to Tallarico. Tallarico up to Simonson near the blue line. Simonson will send that down to the corner. Greenway moves it behind the net. They're going to stretch. Not unless Olsen takes it off their stick first, like he did. Olsen up the boards, looking for Tallarico, just out of his reach. Ooh, number 9 right up front. Dunbar chips it up to Tallarico. It's out of his reach, though. So Greenway's going to knock it down, send it back to the corner. Olsen will stretch it to Simonson, who drops it off to Dunbar. Dunbar will turn it over to Greenway at the blue line. Burke chips that one up along the boards out of the zone. Greenway's going to pick it up. They try to carry in. Hits a rail's body. Dunbar. Dunbar tried to center that. It's going to get past everybody. Grabko will pick it up, drop it off to Nimmons. Nimmons up the boards to Dunbar. Dunbar to Kaderlich. Kaderlich moves it up ice. Greenway's going to pick it up and head back. Grabko makes the save and gets his glove over it. That's the good part about standing up. I'm moving a little bit, but... Kaderlich to the boards. Kaderlich will flip that up from behind the net to Dunbar. Dunbar doesn't clear it out. It's going to be held in by Greenway. They have a shot that's wide of the net. Greenway will pick it up along the board, send it back down. Kaderlich will pick it up, sends it up, and Greenway takes it. They get a shot off. Rebound from Grabko is picked up by Nimmons. Nimmons tries to send it out of the zone. Hits a weird spot on the board, so it'll be held in and sent back to the corner by Greenway. Kaderlich to the corner again. Brzezinski there. Brzezinski drops it back to Kaderlich. Kaderlich will chip it up the boards to Welty. Taken off Welty's stick. Brzezinski tries to clear it out and hits a body. They're going to get a shot from over near the boards. Grabko will cover that one up. We've got Dunbar, Simonson, Tallarico, Burke, and Olsen on the ice for the Rails. Greenway will control off of the face-off. Tallarico pressures, makes Greenway send it to the corner loose. They're going to pick it up, however. Olsen to the corner. Olsen scraps, moves it up. Looking for Tallarico. Greenway will hold it in, however. They'll send it back down low. Greenway centers out front. Dunbar will get a stick on that one and deflect it up out of play. Dunbar draws for Proctor. Greenway will pick it up off of the face-off. They get a shot that's stopped out front by Burke. Burke looking for Simonson. It'll get past Simonson, but out of the zone. Oh, we're gonna, no foul. I thought maybe a tripping penalty. Greenway tears to the corner. They're bodied off the puck by Olsen. Turn it over to Burke. Burke up to Simonson. Simonson has pressure right away. He gets that out of the zone, though. Simonson up to Dunbar. Dunbar drops back to Simonson, who sends it right back to Dunbar. Dunbar tries to clear the defender. Loses control of the puck. Greenway will carry it in. Olsen to the corner again. Loose puck out front, picked up by Burke. Burke chips it up out of the zone. Greenway has control in the neutral zone. They send it back down into the Proctor end. It'll be intercepted by Burke. Burke over to Olsen. Olsen up to Simonson. Simonson will dump that one to the corner. Well, we're going to get a tripping call there on, I believe Burke had a stick reaching for the puck, caught a skate instead. So Burke will be coming for 2 minutes, the majority of the rest of the second period here, and Rails will be short-handed. Let's go Rails! Let's hold on! Brzezinski moves it over to the boards. Greenway will pick it up. Greenway gets a shot. That one's going to get past Grabko, unfortunately. I'm not sure if it hit traffic out front. But penalty will unfortunately do damage to the Rails there and bring Greenway within one with just minutes left in the second period here. Brzezinski off the face-off. Greenway has control in the corner. They're going to carry behind the net. Greenway will send that back to the corner. Katerlik will pick it up. Katerlik carries behind the net. Off the boards up to Fish. Fish looks to center, I think, to Brzezinski, but turns it over to Greenway. They get a shot off. That'll be deflected out by Grabko. Welty will get there. Oh, that should have been, yep, offsides. Greenway controls off of the face-off. Send that down into the Rails zone. Nimmons will get there first for Proctor. He's got 2 Greenway players on him. They center that, knocked away by Katerlik, up to Dunbar. Dunbar along the boards. Greenway will pick it up, carry through the neutral zone. Greenway gets a shot from the top of the circle. Lots of traffic out front. They pick up the rebound and get a shot off. No clue if that went to the side of the net or it looks like Grabko covered it up. Dunbar is going to take the face off here for Proctor. Simonson, Talarico, Olsen, and Burke round out the line. Simonson chips it up to Dunbar. Dunbar over to Talarico. Talarico takes a shot. That's up over the net. I think that just deflected up and out of play. I was distracted by their coach. I have no clue what he was screaming at. Maybe his own player. Talarico takes the face off here. Greenway will send that up and out of the zone off of the face off. Olsen picks it up and turns it over to Greenway. Greenway tries to center, broken up by Burke. Burke sends it over to the boards. Greenway will pick it up, send it on net. That one gets through to Grabko. Grabko stretched across the crease. Greenway player couldn't get a shot off. Talarico's going to carry up, pass it up to Simonson. Poked away by Greenway. Greenway comes around with it behind the net. They're going to carry up along the boards. Talarico's taken out. They're going to get a penalty on Greenway here. So 20 seconds left, actually. Cross-checking call on Greenway. They took Talarico out. So Rails will have a one-man advantage for the rest of this period and into the third. Dunbar takes a draw for Proctor. He gets a shot off wide of the net. Nimmons picks it up. Nimmons centers, I think behind the net. I don't know. That'll run into the neutral zone. Dunbar picks it up. Dunbar over to Talarico. Talarico will look for cross ice. He's going to turn it over to Greenway. They don't get a shot off in time, thankfully. Grabko was there anyway, made a save on the shot they did get off. So that'll be the end of 2. I think they're going to zam here, so we'll take a little break. When we come back, Rails will have a minute 40 advantage left in the Greenway cross-checking penalty against on Talarico. All right, about to start the third period here. Rails have a minute 40 one-man advantage. Dunbar is going to take the face-off here. He's flanked by Simonson and Dunbar. Oh, sorry, Nimmons is taking the face-off. Simonson will send it to the corner behind the net. Dunbar's there, over to Nimmons. Nimmons. Up to Talarico. Talarico over to Dunbar. Dunbar will get stripped in the circle there. Greenway's going to come back the other direction. Kick saved by Grabko. Nimmons will pick it up. We'll send that to the corner. Dunbar behind the net. Dunbar moves it up to Dunbar, gets past him. Talarico will grab it though and send it back down to Dunbar in the corner. Dunbar looking for Talarico, he hits a skate. Flips it up to Dunbar. Yes, that's a lot of Dunbar. Dunbar drops it to Dunbar, looks to center. It's broken up by Greenway. They're going to send that along the boards out. We'll have a Greenway icing call coming. Brzezinski will swap out for Dunbar there. Nimmons will take the draw again. Greenway's going to send that one down ice. It'll be another icing call. Brzezinski will take the draw here. He's got Dunbar, Talarico, Nimmons, and Simonson. Brzezinski moves it to the boards. Greenway will pick it up, carry behind the net, chip it on the boards. Talarico can't hold that one in. Dunbar will pick it up, he flips it up. Greenway's going to pick it up in the neutral zone. Knocked away by Dunbar. Greenway will send that one back down behind the rails net. Go get Dad with me here then. Nimmons will carry over the blue line. Sends that one towards the net, hits the side, picks it up. Tries to carry her on the front, he's stripped. Rails in a line change there, one of the defenders. Greenway is going to pick it up and carry into the zone. Drop that one back up high. Simonson will intercept it. Greenway will take that back from Simonson. Poked away by Simonson. Maybe that was Olsen, sorry. Center attempt by Greenway. Greenway is going to take a shot from up near the blue line. Loose puck off of a rebound from Grabko. Not sure who cleared that one out, but thankful they did. Bradzak will drop it off to Dunbar. Dunbar will carry it in. Gets through the defender. Can't get a shot off the rebound. Burke over to Olsen. Olsen shoots. Hits Dunbar's stick out front, deflects to the side. Back check there by Dunbar makes Greenway lose control of the puck. Burke's going to pick it up. Poked off of Burke's stick. Dunbar coming behind him, but hit Burke's skate. Olsen turn taken down in the corner. No call coming on that. Sorry. Oh, they're going to get Olsen on a trip now instead, though. So Rails will be short-handed here. Greenway got away with a trip first that Olsen got called on his. Fish will take the draw for Proctor. Shot right on point for Grabko. Drops it off to Kaderlik. Kaderlik will send it up and out of the zone. Deflected by Grabko. Ken, don't go back and forth. Just go stay down there. I'll be down in a minute when Dad comes up. Greenway offsides call. Sorry.
Take a call.
You got it? Maybe you're the good luck charm, Brad. Dunbar will take the face-off here for Proctor. Flanked by Talarico and Simonson. Dunbar off with the face-off, carries into the zone. Poked off of his stick. Dunbar over to Olsen. Olsen up to Talarico. And sneaks past Talarico there. Dunbar up the boards to Burke. That gets past Burke. He's got pressure on him too. Burke cross ice. Dunbar will trap that. Dunbar over to Talarico. Tallarico takes a shot. That's up over the net. That would have been a full corner shot. Tallarico swoops in, picks it back up, holds it in the zone. Can't quite get a shot off. Takes it up to Olsen. Olsen gets a shot, deflected by the goaltender. It's poked off Greenway's stick by Fish. Fish centers right out front. Or if you wait long enough, she'll show up looking for it. Shot on point. Grabko will swoop that one up. Oh, you didn't do the clock, huh? Okay. I don't know. Oh, it's spilling all over. I'll fix the clock. Greenway, shot off the face-off. Hits Nimmons out front. He'll send it up to Fish. He'll carry through the neutral zone. He'll chip that on net. Fish, oh, that was no icing coming at all here. I'm not sure. That one sneaks past Grabko back there, too. Kadalik will pick it up. Welty sends that on net. Be gloved by the goaltender. Shot from out near the red line. We're done now, we promise. All the back and forth. Dunbar on the face-off. He's at the Kadalik. Kadalik gets a shot. That's blocked. Greenway will get there. Kadalik also gets there. Moves it over to Nimmons, who hits Dunbar. Dunbar tips it into the zone and chases to the corner. Good hustle by Kadalik there. And Nimmons. Greenway. Their man above the blue line. They're going to carry in, get a shot off. Grabko gives up a rebound there. Dunbar picks it up. It's up to Radzak. Radzak looks for Dunbar cross ice, hits traffic, so Nimmons will pick it up behind the net. He's going to send that up the boards. And be held in. Kadalik tries to clear and hits traffic. They get a shot off. That one bounces to the side of the net. Dunbar will pick it up. Dunbar cross ice to Radzak. Greenway's going to take that one off Radzak's stick over to the boards. Dunbar over along the boards, turns it over to Greenway. A lot of pressure on him. Greenway's going to head back the other direction. They get a shot from the center in between the circles, deflected by Grabko. Dunbar will send that one up the boards and out of the zone. We'll have an icing call coming here. Boy, these games are long. Brzezinski on the face-off. Burke up to Tallarico. That one gets past Tallarico. Tallarico pressures to the corner. Simonson will pick that up. Looks to center to Tallarico. It's deflected away by Greenway. Greenway tries to clear, held in by Olsen. Olsen gets a shot, hits some traffic. That one's going to get past Burke. Olsen will pick it up. Olsen up to Tallarico here along the boards. It's going to get past him. Greenway will send that one along the boards. That one's going to get past Burke. I don't think he got a touch on that, so we should have an icing coming here. Dunbar, Fish, Welty, Olsen, and Burke. Dunbar on the face-off sends it right back to Fish. Fish will get a shot off. That'll be covered up right away. Welty in there for the rebound, but one was not given up. Back to Fish. Fish over to Olsen. Olsen gets a shot. That's wide of the net. Dunbar breaks up the pass behind the net. Burke's going to send that back towards the net. Greenway will stop it. Greenway will hit center ice. They'll send that down along the boards behind the net. Olsen's there for the rails. Fish will send that up. He's looking for Dunbar. Can't get past Greenway. Cross ice attempt broken up. Another cross ice attempt broken up. They're going to walk in past Olsen. Yeah, they're going to get a tripping call on that. It actually looked like he lost his footing there, I think, instead of a trip. But they're going to call the rails on a tripping here on Fish. Try, Mace. So rails will have a 2-minute disadvantage here. Brzezinski on the face-off, moves it over to the boards. Cadillac will pick it up. Greenway will chip that one back down. That one will get out of the zone. Greenway will pick it up center ice. And we'll get past Nimmons. Cadillac will pick it up, chip it back towards Nimmons. Nimmons up the boards to Brzezinski. Brzezinski will send that up the boards. Be picked up by Greenway in the neutral zone. They'll head back in. Grabko, kick save with the rebound out front, picked up by Greenway. Greenway carries behind the net. They got a player right out front, picks up the rebound. Hit the side of the net with that. Centering attempt, knocked away. Will be knocked away by Talarico up to Brzezinski. Brzezinski will send that along the boards. I'll have a rails icing call on that. 1:06 left in the penalty. Dunbar will take the face-off here for Proctor. He's got Welty along with Katerlik and Nimmons. And be flipped up and out of the zone by Nimmons off of the face-off. Nimmons gets a stick on that one. Chips that up, hits a Greenway player. Dunbar's there with the pressure. Greenway's going to send that behind their net. They'll come back around the same direction. They're going to stretch it here. They'll look to. They'll carry in. They're one defender. They get a shot off up high on Grabko. He's able to snag that one. So Katerlik and Nimmons will swap out here for Olsen and Burke. Dunbar and Welty remain. 39 seconds left in the penalty. Dunbar off of the face-off. He'll carry up out of the zone. Dunbar over to the boards, down to the corner. Maintains control behind the net. Centers out front to Welty. Welty up to Burke. Burke gets a shot. That's up and over the net. Dunbar gets there, chips it up to Olsen. Olsen will send it back along the boards down to Dunbar. Dunbar looks to center. Be picked up by Greenway. Greenway turns and looks every time for that stretch pass. Rails are starting to pick that up and cut that off. We're going to get another penalty here on Proctor. They're going to get Welty on a tripping penalty right as Fish comes out of the box. So Rails will be shorthanded here for another 2 minutes. Brzezinski will take the face-up. We got a timeout here for, I think, I don't know. Which seems odd.
Can you go to the box?
right, Rails shorthanded here for 2 minutes. Brzezinski will take the face off. Talarico, Nimmons, and Katerlik with him. They don't like the noise, apparently. We're not allowed to bang on the box, I guess, so. Okay. Glove saved by Grabko. Owen.
This is a library.
I've never heard that before, but. Grabko will love that one. Not that it isn't annoying, I get that. But I've just never heard them told them they can't do it. All right, Dunbar on the face-off for Proctor. That one will get out of the zone. Dunbar will pick it up. Dunbar tries to clear the defender. It's taken off of his stick. Greenway's going to turn and stretch. Greenway gets a shot from the blue line. Center mass for Grabko. He'll hold on to that. We got 1:23 left in the penalty here for Welty. Brzezinski and Radzak will swap out. Greenway will hold that in off of the face-off. That one's going to get out. Greenway works to get on sides. They'll move it through the neutral zone. Greenway will dump that. Katerlik will get to the corner for the rails first. Greenway's going to walk away from the boards with that. Katerlik picks it up in front of the net. Sends it up the boards. That's going to be held in by Greenway. Dunbar strips. Dunbar able to poke that one out of the zone. Dunbar's taken down. We'll have a tripping penalty coming here on Greenway. So 48 seconds left in the Welty penalty. So we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for 48 seconds, and then Rails will have a minute 12 advantage. Slightly off on the clock there. Dunbar on the face-off. We've got Brzezinski, Nimmons, and Katerlik. Greenway will come away with that. Dunbar gets a stick on that. Dunbar hustles. Brzezinski, my own child. Don't know his name. Greenway centers. They hit Katerlik's body. Seegert will pick it up. Carry over the blue line, loses control of the puck. Greenway's going to try to stretch that. Burke will pick it up. Burke will go cross ice to Katerlik. Katerlik will hit Dunbar. Dunbar works to try to regain control in the corner. Oop, Dunbar runs into the referee there. And Greenway's going to take control of the puck. They're going to walk in. Loses control of the puck. It goes wide of the net. They're looking for a penalty there, but nothing coming. Welty gets a stick on that one. Greenway will pick it up, carry out of the zone, and cross ice. Drop it back to the defender. They get a shot. Grabko makes the first save with the rebound. He's going to cover that up. Whew. Way to go, Rails. Keep working, boys. Line change will bring Radzak, Burke, Dunbar, Talarico, Olsen. Rails are back at full strength here for 45 more seconds. Dunbar gets a stick on that, can't quite chip it past him. Talarico will pick it up, he carries out of the zone. He'll chip that along the boards. Greenway will take it over. Greenway tries to clear, hits Dunbar's skate. Greenway player over skates it, Radzak picks it up. Moves towards the net. Radzak centering attempt. Loose puck out front. He picked up by Greenway. Greenway player undefended out front. Catches the pass, shoots it wide. Greenway will send that back behind the rails net. And met by Olsen. Olsen will strip. Olsen cross ice. He's looking for Radzak. Greenway's going to pick it up in the neutral zone. Greenway will be back at full strength here in just a second. Greenway back at full strength. Talrico gets a shot. Dunbar tips it. Come on! Dunbar taken down from behind. Radzak's taken down. They're going to take Greenway on a penalty there. The kid that came in and hit Dunbar from behind wasn't actually even touching the goalie. Oh, they're going to take Radzak too, I guess. So minors for roughing coming on Radzak and Greenway.
I don't need to put it up there, right? You need to put it up on the score sheet, though.
Ooh, that was not appropriate language from the Greenway mom. Sorry, Allie. Hopefully you didn't pick it up. Dunbar looks to send that up to Nimmons. That'll be picked up by Greenway. Nimmons will pick it up and send it back behind the Greenway net, however. Greenway flips it up along the boards. They'll send that back up to their player in the neutral zone. He'll send that along the boards. Oh, we're going to have a penalty coming here on Nimmons for a check with 7 seconds. Just go green. That's what he keeps saying.
Visitor 27, minor check.
Okay, so Rail's shorthanded for 7 seconds here. Off of the face-off, Olsen gets a stick on that. Walty controls in the corner. He's going to flip that up and hit the ceiling. That didn't. So there's 0.4 seconds left. Your finger is really fast there. No, you're on it. All right, so that'll run time. Rails will take the victory over Greenway, 4-2. Back here at 9:15 tomorrow morning versus Elk River, and 8 o'clock tomorrow night versus Hopkins.